Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm very excited to bring you this lash extension-y kind of a look. I posted a picture to Instagram and I did get a few people like film the look. So I was like, you know what, whatever. Like usually, sometimes I know it's more of those natural kind of soft glam looks that people want to see. It's not always all about like your wing liner and your iconics and whatever, you know. So whatever. Yeah, what I do for this look is pretty simple. It's just literally getting a strip lash, something like this. These are the Wispies by Ardell. The one I used, I obviously already used it because the tutorial. So I'm just gonna show you guys these ones. I did find a link to these lashes. I know I always tell you guys that I find them at a convenience store by my house, which is the truth. I'm not hiding it, like if I don't want to say it, because you know, if you've asked me on Snapchat or Facebook, I always ask you, what area do you live in? And you'll say Montebello, Boyle Heights, wherever, you know, and I'm like, okay, it's right here on this street, whatever, in East LA. So that's by my area. That's the only reason why I can't link the lashes, because if someone watching me who doesn't live around me wants to like order them or something, I can't be like, oh, here's the link to the lash, because there is no link. It's literally a convenience store where they sell Arizona tea, hot Cheetos, Fabuloso, stuff like that. So it's not like a store, you know. Anyways, the only reason why I'm showing you this is because Ardells are easy to find. You could get them on Ulta. I got this pack for $4.99, and I know right now on Ulta.com they're having a sale on their lashes where you buy one and get a second one of like obviously that same lash, or I think you could do different, or I think you could mix and match. 50% off. So if you guys want to go ahead and do that, if you're not going to be able to find these, or you don't want to get them from the link that I'm going to leave down below, yeah, but I did kind of go on a hunt to try to find them, because they are pretty generic lashes. And I know like red cherries, Christina lashes, you could find those, but I know sometimes it's frustrating when it's like, well, I use these, but let me show you these and you could use these, because you're not going to find these. So I went on a couple of like more inexpensive brand websites, and I'm like, I have to find them somewhere, you know. And I did find them on bbellacosmetics.com. I will leave a link down below, and you guys could go ahead and purchase them on there if you're interested in this exact lash. But like I said, you could do this with any lash that you want. It doesn't have to be these. Just make sure that they're wispy. Here is the look completed. So yeah, I explained to you everything in the video, but right now I want to go over products that you're going to need. So you'll obviously need a pack of any lashes that you prefer, whatever wispies that you're going to prefer, an eyelash curler, mascara, some duo lash glue or whatever lash glue you prefer that dries clear. Then you're going to need also some scissors, obviously, to cut the lashes. And then I usually always have a couple of these on hand from freelancing or anything like that. So they're just spoolies. You get them anywhere. I think I got these at Sally's. And a pair of tweezers or eyelash tweezers, whichever you prefer. So yeah, that's about it as far as information and as far as the tools you will need. So let's just go ahead and get started, jump right into the video. Okay guys, so jumping right in, I obviously have one eye done already, and that's just obviously for time purposes, but these are the lashes that I use. Number 415, like I said in the beginning, I will have them linked down below so you can find them online, since I get them from a convenience store by my house. But yeah, you're super zoomed in right now just so you could see the lash. So what I do is I take each cluster here, like each cluster that's there, I cut in between, even these little ones, you see. So like I cut a cluster, even the little one. Sorry for my dog, I have the window open because the rain sounds nice, you know. But anyway, so what I do is I prefer duo for this kind of a thing, just because it's you know, it's clear, it's easier when you want to take them off. I love House of Lashes lash glue. Where is it at? wherever it's at. But I have my House of Lashes lash glue that I love so much. But for this kind of a thing, I think that the Duo works better just because it's not as much of a hassle to take off when you're done. So what I do is I just like on here. So that was the dot I used for my right eye. Now I'm gonna do my left eye. I'm gonna go ahead and make another little dot, let it get tacky while you're prepping your lashes and while you're cutting these. So when you're prepping your lashes, what I mean by that is we're going to curl our lashes, and I have a mirror right here, that's why I'm looking this way. Curl your lashes. This is just a basic Revlon eyelash curler, and then I'm gonna put some mascara. The reason why you do the mascara, I know a lot of people do mascara after their lashes, but the reason why in this instance you do it before is because you want to give your little fake lash something to hold on to, like a base, you know what I mean? So just applying like one coat of mascara over all your lashes, and that's it. So just like that. Let me zoom you guys in a little bit more. Hopefully that'll stay in good focus. But so just like that. Okay. And now let's get to cutting the lashes. So I will show you guys, or try to show you guys as best as I can, of how to cut them, just because I don't know how I would do that. But here's the lash. Okay, here's the lash. Okay, it's not in focus, but so I'm gonna do this. Watch. I go in between a cluster and I snip. Is it focus? There you go. So that's where I would snip, in between the cluster. Okay, I know it's at an angle, but that's what I do. I'll show you how they look once it's all cut up. I mean, it's kind of common sense. There's little gaps in between this lash band, and that's what makes it easy to do this look, because the gaps are kind of a guideline to show you where to cut. And yeah, I mean, you don't have to use these. You could use any other lashes that you want, but I will have these linked down below. Usually I go and I buy like several of these at a time, but this is my last pair. And I mean, the reason why I do this, guys, it's not that I don't like individual lashes or anything, but the individual lashes that I've tried or I've had in the past, I just don't feel like it gives me the same look. So, you know, this dog wasn't barking the whole time I was getting ready. But it's like the minute I turn on the camera, they want to start barking, you know? So now that the glue should be pretty tacky by now, since you've been doing prep work and stuff, that's how they look. What you want to do is, for the lashes, right? You want to use pretty much the longest lashes that you have from the lash band. So even on the inside, you want to keep kind of like longer pieces than you normally would, like with the regular lash band, just because it gives that more like flirty effect, you know? So what I do is I'm going to show you in a minute, but what I do is I take one here and I don't go all the way to the corner. You got to keep it in your lash line, and that'll give you the most natural look. It's good to note that they're not going to look exactly the same. Like your eyes are not gonna look exactly the same, because for one, your natural eyelashes don't look exactly the same, and for two, this is like trying to stay a little bit natural, so it's not gonna look the same, you know, which is fine, and which is what I like, because that will give the more natural type of look, right? So getting close in here, we're gonna do one right here. So like I said, you don't go all the way to the end. you go almost to the end, but not all the way. So just place it, and I know it looks like down right now, but once it gets a little bit more tacky and it's kind of placed for a little bit, then you could start messing with it. I'll take like this nice bigger cluster. Yeah, I don't know, when I've had experiences with individuals in the past, I just feel like they're not the fullness that I want. They're not the fullness that I want. The glue is not tacky enough, so I'm just gonna do this, but they're not the fullness that I want. Like, these are pretty full for being a little small individual lash. Maybe the camera's not picking it up, but you'll understand what I'm saying once I'm doing it. And then these, I find these are just more readily available to me just because they're literally right by my house. Okay. So that's pretty good for me. I'm just gonna let them dry, and then we're gonna add mascara. I don't like them super clumpy and together, then you don't have to do it like that, but I like them like that. So that's what I'm doing. But you see, doing the lashes like this gives you like that doe eye, like hello, you know, effect, right? So yeah, now I'm gonna move on to the lower lashes just to complete the look. My spoolie, and just further comb through the lashes. Kind of make sure you plump them up, because that's what's gonna give you that prettier lash. And yeah guys, so that's how I get this flirty lash extension-y kind of a look. It is more work than a regular lash. I know it's more time consuming than just doing your lashes, I know, but the look is completely different when you do this versus when you do a strip lash. So, you know, I mean, it's just personal preference, whichever you want to do. Like for what I'm doing today, I'm not really gonna do anything, just see my in-laws, so looks good for me, you know. And I don't have to have like a whole strip lash and, you know, the heaviness and stuff like that. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one.